So after you submit the basic information, it's going to bring out a bunch of other things you have to fill. Because one thing you have to know with American, like it's too much paperwork, but you have to do it and you have to do it right. So it's like a color code, and when it's not complete, it's going to show you like a yellow color. But this is completed, that's why it's green. So another thing I want to point out that is important is your contact information. Just make sure you use your correct contact information because CGFNS will send you a document and you need to get that document. So use an address you have in Nigeria and make sure you are in the address. So if CGFNS sends you your document, you're able to receive it. Okay, so yeah, so you fill out your continuing education, your licensure, you fill out your education. If you have your IELTS, you can fill it out. If you don't have it, that's fine. And after filling it out, you have to click on submit. This is the IELTS. So if you have your IELTS, you can put it in. But if you don't have it, that's fine. It doesn't matter. Not all Board of Nursing needs the IELTS. And remember, it's also still going to tell you, let me click here and show you guys something. So you see, so when you're filling this licensure and registration information, it's going to ask you your profession, the examining body. You have to pick NCLEX RN. For this country, you have to put United States. For me, the board of nursing I used earlier is Illinois, so that's why we have Illinois. So if you want Texas, when you're filling in this part, you have to put in the board of nursing you registered to. And that's what I wanted to show you guys. And remember, you can always change before you pay. One thing with CGFNS is that once you pay, sorry, I wanted to say Otilo, but once you pay, that's it. So just make sure every information you have is correct when filling this, and then you can submit when you're done. And after that, you have to go to the shopping cart. And for the shopping cart, this one you have to click on the CES because here you have CES report, and for the CES report you have to click on next. And next, this is what we need, the professional or evaluation, because you're trying to verify your transcript and your license. If, for example, you're going to a school, this is what you would have needed. But for now, what we need is the CES professional reevaluation. Mine is cheaper because it's a reevaluation, right? But if this is actually your first time, I'm guessing it will say CES professional evaluation, and that should be around 300 to 400 and something dollars. I guess it's this because it's like reevaluating, if that makes sense. So if it's like a new application, I think it's about 300 to 400 and something dollars. Yeah, so you have to click on it. Next. So when I click next, it's going to ask you for a recipient. So for the recipient, what is the purpose of the report? Of course, it's for licensure. So here you put, it's the board. They're trying to ask if the board of nursing is RN or LPN. Of course, it's yes. Then what type of license you're applying, registered nurse, what state you put in, if it's Texas or whatever state you're using. Let's say, for example, Let me use Illinois because that's what I used, Chicago. And then this is it, you submit. So when you get to this stage, the next thing you have to do is next. So for this one, it's just telling you you can verify to professional schools, because some people like they went to school of nursing, now they have your degree. You can do that. It's just telling you like verify to licensing for people that have RM midwifery. They want to verify those. That's for you. But for me, I just did my BSN and my nursing license. Those were the only two things I verified because the more things you put in and you don't need, the more stress and the more documentation you have to provide to prove whatever. So that's this phase. So after this phase, it's going to push you to the pay stage where you have to, see your order summary, read the attestation, and then you pay. But I'm not going to go forward because it's just going to take me, and I'm not trying to pay for anything right now. So this is basically it. But what I would suggest for you is whatever you're putting in, make sure those information is correct. If you're putting in your school, you're putting in your license number, you're putting in your verification, anything you want to put in, make sure it's correct. Your email address, your address you use in Nigeria, make sure every information is correct because it's so much stress. You might lose your money. You have to keep calling. You're on hold for so many hours trying to rectify something. You're putting in your passport. Make sure all the information is correct. That will also, lessen the time it takes to review your documentation. So this is how you apply for license and transcript evaluation. And you can also shoot me questions. Shoot me questions in your comments and tell me what else you want me to talk about, what you want me to show, and I'll try as much as possible to show you, and I'll try and make the video brief. Thank you so much for watching as well. Have a good day. Bye.